Hello, YouTube. Hey, I live in the close proximity to Kansas City. I up to date on all the sports news. I'm a Royals fan. We picked up Jason Vargas yesterday from the Anaheim Angels to help our pitching rotation. Pretty cool, huh? I'm a Raider fan, and I noticed that Matt McGloin is going to start this week at quarterback. And the stock market was over 16,000 this week. Great news, huh? Everything is hunky-dory. Drove through McDonald's today. You know, the typical American life with the typical American distractions. But there's one thing that a lot of people missed this week while they were paying attention to their iPhone and their iPad and all the little mundane things that they occupy their time with. Something pretty dramatic happened. This is from the Wall Street Sector Selector, and I've checked other sources on this as well. The pretty famous Fabian for Liberty had a video on this very subject this week, and that's what's prompted me to investigate the truthfulness of it, and what I found is pretty startling. China has announced that it is going to stop stockpiling U.S. dollars. The Central Bank of China has decided that it is no longer in China's favor to accumulate foreign exchange reserves. They're going to quit buying U.S. debt. Now, for years, China has been systematically propping up the value of the U.S. dollar and keeping the value of the yuan artificially low. This has resulted in a massive flood of super cheap products from across the Pacific that U.S. consumers have been eagerly gobbling up. For example, have you ever gone into a dollar store and wondered how anyone could possibly make a profit by making those products and selling them for just $1? The truth is that when you flip those products over, you will find that almost all of them have been made outside the United States. In fact, the words made in China are probably the most common words in your entire household if you're anything like the typical American. And so thanks to the massively unbalanced trade that we have had with China, tens of thousands of our businesses, millions of our jobs, and trillions of our dollars have left this country and gone over to China. And I like what this article says next. And now China has apparently decided there is not much gutting of our economy left to do, and that it is time to let the dollar collapse. This is huge news, and you did not hear about it on the 5 o'clock Brian Williams report and the rest of the phony baloney stuff that mainline media is shoveling out there every night. This was gigantic. It isn't going to happen overnight, the article says, but the value of the U.S. dollar is going to start to go down, and all of that cheap stuff that you were used to buying at Walmart and the dollar store is going to become a lot more expensive. But of even more importance is what this latest move by China could mean for U.S. government debt. As most Americans have heard, we are heavily dependent on foreign nations such as China lending us money. Right now, China owns nearly $1.3 trillion of our debt. And unfortunately, as CNBC is noting, if China is going to quit stockpiling our dollars, then it is likely that they will stop stockpiling our debt as well. This is monumental. People have been saying it for years. YouTube's flooded with videos on this subject. If you're like me, you probably missed it. Well, you're hearing about it now. Guys, it is time to start concentrating on the eternal, the important things of real value, and that is your soul, and that is the life to come. If you've never trusted Jesus Christ as your Savior, I implore you to do that today. That's all I've got. Thanks for listening.